Lo206 junior driver in front of me. We drive sport park track. So this is start-finish line, and first important thing, this is seat position. So with this video I also can propose to read my article about seat position and steering, and position of your hands on the steering. It's critically important that you sit in the car correctly and you hold your steering correctly. Without these things, your car already doesn't work so good as it should be, and feedback from car to you is different. So this is first important thing what we need to fix. And at the beginning of your driving career, when you need to drive and think about this, but then it will become natural and you will sit in correct position automatically. From outside it should looks like you just relaxing in the kart, not fighting in the kart. Okay, so here we see not correct position because kart we see very low shoulder on the left, high on the right, because also position on the steering wheel, right and left arm in different positions. So it should be, let's say, always start from 3 and 9. Imagine that this is clock steering wheel, 3 and 9, and hold your arms on the steering in one equal position in one line. Okay, then we go out from the last corner attempt and we go on the start finish line. We should be close to the right line. We know that next corner is to the left, so we need to be on the right, near the white line. Don't move inside, because every time we move left, right, even a little bit on the straight line, we slow down our kart and we increase distance we need to go on the track. So we see now that my kart is closer to the right part of the track than Nicholas' kart. Let's move to the right correctly, and at this point we still need to go straight. Our enter point to the first corner is somewhere in the middle of these rumbles, but now we see that cars start entering the corner. Yeah, so early enter to the corner. This is common mistake for everyone who begins to start doing karting. So because it's hard when you on the beginning of this way to find the correct point where you need to turn your kart. Yeah, but again, for this we have guide how to drive at amp, we have onboard videos, and if you just open on board 1 minute video how with fast good lap at amp, you can watch it 100 times, 1000 times, and you will learn the track and its ideal racing line. You can take a map, take a pen and write notes. First corner, enter position to the corner, when kart starts enter to the corner, where kart in apex, where kart on exit. And only these things, without any other help, can help you, and you will be able to learn ideally the track and go and race on track with ideal racing line, even when you never drove before on this track. So it means that even before I start talking about mistakes on this lap, I already speak a few minutes. And the main point, what I want to say is that you can increase your progress. You can become better, much more faster if you work all the time behind the track and ask questions, watch videos, analyzing, reading, watching replies of laps, not just watch reply, but listen the engine, watching lines. The same in races, how people fight with each other, how they protect position, how they attack, how they try to overtake, how they try to defend, and so on and so on and so on. But this is my advice, how you can become better, even missing track days, even missing the track. Learn, and learn again. Okay, so here in this corner, we need to go a little bit more deep, not to start enter to the corner. So you see that this cart in the front, Nicholas cart, is like almost one cart from white line, and I am still on the white line. It means that enter to the corner will be from more narrow position, and when the enter to the corner is from more narrow position, we have less speed, because our goal is in each corner go from as wide part of the track as possible to the middle of the corner, center of the corner, and then on the exit to the widest part, as wide as possible on the exit. More wide we on enter, more wide we on exit, more big radius in the corner we have, more fast we can go through the corner. If we narrowing our line on enter and on exit, or only in one space, it means that we need to brake more. But if we go with the same speed, we start sliding, lose control, and our carts start losing speed. So it's critically important to stay here, and you see that I go wide almost till the end of the rumbles, and only now I enter to the corner. Then we need to be close to this apex and release cart outside to this exit, not bad. In this case, we come back to the left. And our goal again, because now our next corner is to the right. Now we start going down from the top of the hill. We still moving to the left with straight steering, and at the same time start braking. And our goal is still to move our cart to the left part of the track, to be as wide as possible and enter on the left side. In this case, again, the same like in previous corner, we have more speed. If situation, we enter not using all the track on the left. So we see now that like half cart, maybe a little bit more, not enough. We don't go to rumbles, but we can almost like touch this white line. And also don't turn early, go down into the corner. Yeah, so one cart wideness difference in entering to the corner means that we lose like 2-3 miles per hour and we start sliding a lot. And then our focus is here on the apex, which is missing by Nicholas because not enough power on the brakes. But this is the other story about brakes. Yeah, we need to brake as hard as possible, as late as possible, to slow down our car in the shortest time on track, and then in the right moment to turn the steering, enter to the corner, and not to miss the apex, which is here. It can be a little bit wide in this corner. There are some different ways to go through this corner, it depends on situation. But now we talk about one let's say middle average racing line on this track, and it should be closed, they say, without missing. So enter was not correct because it was narrow, not enough power on the brakes, and because of this we missed the sequence. Then on exit, need to be as smooth as possible. From apex we have already like full throttle. Minimum steering should be on exit, and we need to release car as wide as possible. So you see my car wants to go out to this part, but Nicholas in this case overhauled the steering, and from narrow enter goes to narrow exit. Kart, you need to feel like your kart moving out. It wants to go out of the track, but your goal to be on the limit of the grip and stay near these rumbles. It means that you passed the corner with maximum possible speed, you're not out of the track, you're not very narrow, and you feel that the kart was on the grip, like it went through the corner with pretty high level of grip, okay? So, for example, if I open the data and show the data from this practice session, we will see that it's possible to go through the second corner with speed 33 miles per hour, but in this case it was for Nicholas 24, because narrow on enter and narrow on exit, and slow down in the middle of the corner. Okay, let's go to the next corner. Go out from the second corner. On the hill we need to, on a Lo206 we need to go straight near this white line without moving to the middle. And then from here we just with straight steering release car to the side as wide as possible. Here is not bad, we can even use the side of rumbles here. Okay. And you see a little bit earlier on enter than need, so I would like to go more deep and then enter to the corner. And now you just start narrowing your line a little bit earlier, and then few seconds go narrow on the straight before enter to the corner, and this also kills your possibility to be fast in this corner, and then you have problems with understeer. When your kart wants to go straight, you need to add steering, and because of this. And about exit from this, so as wide as possible here. You see that my kart a little bit on the rounds. Then your focus with eyes on this curve. This curve, you need to go just flat out to the building as wide as possible. Don't narrow your line, don't hold the steering position like this. There are no input, you can see on this, there are no input on this. Just go as wide as possible, you should be here. Otherwise you kill speed, you kill momentum, and then your speed is low all this longest straight line. Here we go flat, full throttle. Close to apex, close to apex. Straight line, and normally our breaking point is somewhere here for Lo206, but if I go back and you can listen the sound of the engine, so I should release like much earlier somewhere here, but we need to go flat and then brake hard. Let's say that we start doing this from the rumbles. We see this white and blue lines here, and then trying to move it a little bit forward. In this case, we can talk about how to drive through next corner, yeah? Because if our braking is not correct, kart behavior will be not very good in the corner, and you will feel a lot of problems, especially with understeer, because when you enter to the corner after long soft braking, you don't have grip on your front tires, and you have a lot of understeer. Again, little bit narrowing the line earlier than need to go straight, deep on the right side, and then to the corner. It's not critically to be close to this apex, it can be a little bit wider, but then in this line is right. But goal is to rotate the kart before this apex to be as close as possible to this apex on the white line every time. Direction of the kart should be already, it should wants to go there. Yes, so now we see that you missed the apex, and like one kart wider than it should be. Our line should be here and kart already in the straight direction, because if we don't do this, our kart slides out, and then next apex, which is on the right for us, you need to make a lot of corrections with the steering wheel. So our goal is to make our line through S's, because we have like letter S here, correct? Like 3 apexes, 1, 2, 3. Our goal is to make our line here as straight as possible with minimum moves on the steering wheel. But you see that back and your car starts sliding to the left and then to the right again, miss the apex, or it goes near the other one. Yeah, imagine that you go like very deep here, then very deep there, then come back there. So many moves, left, right, left, but for me it's just straight line. Because of this, during this part of the track, this is half second, and then half second, 1 second after, on the straight line, because all these moves kill momentum, kill speed. So apex 1, apex 2 here on the right, and apex 3, straight line as possible. After this apex, stay in the middle to the next one, closer to this apex, our side on the left. Don't enter to this fast corner also. Again, need to be closer to the left part, and then enter to that corner. Let. We go back before the last corner, and we again should use all the track, so as close as possible to the white line, but be careful not to touch the grass, because if we brake and we touch dust here, we can lose control on the kart and spin. Yeah, so you see, this is very, very important. Critically important here, also brake as late as possible, hard, and braking here pretty short, because we just touch the brakes and then release kart near the apex. We have very wide exit here. So entering point, you see, we start here, and in the middle between beginning and the end, this is our enter point, and our focus with eyes on this apex. Closer to it, because Nicholas start entering earlier, more narrow. We see understeer and car just want to go straight. It's missed. And after you release kart outside, you need to stay out wide. And don't make moves here to the left. No, you should be here. No need to move left and then to move right. It's we see the same, more early enter, the same as the previous lap. I'm turning my head back all the time because I need to control drivers for catching us. And the same, we see that we don't use all the track. Closer in this time, which is good, but you need to release kart outside as wide as possible, not to go out from the corner. Just kills your speed, especially just frozen. And now you see the next is first, as I said before, yeah. So we go out from the track, and because our kart wants to go wide, we stay near this white line, and normally we should go with this white line. Time. Yep. And after that we release kart out to outside part of the track, to these rumbles, and this position in the middle of the track. Make your cornering at clubhouse very slow. Yeah. Now with this enter, kart wants to go here to the wall, and you need to add a lot of steering to rotate the kart from this angle, or you need to brake too much, and it can be like 10-15 miles per hour difference just because we see that. The same thing, plus minus, early entering, narrow line and enter, need to stay wide, and only then start entering to the corner, and from here it's already smooth. That narrow enter at the beginning, because of this you have a lot of understeer, your kart doesn't want to rotate, and then you just try to rotate the kart and it goes wider, and we again miss this apex, very wide. Earlier. Yeah, but no. You see, just like one card more to the left than it should be, and it also make it very difficult. Smoothly come back to the left. Yeah, now it's just in the middle of the track, but we should drive here. And release kart outside. Yeah. So as soon as we understand the racing lines, we just try to fix this narrow entering, narrow exit. We will move to the next step, but now this is the main thing, to understand fundamentally understand racing lines, fix this racing lines at M track, drive even without, not on the limit of the speed, but with good ideal racing line, and then step by step increase speed, step by step brake later, step by step brake harder, but always racing line, which I always show when I drive in front. Always push again and again. least one line. So you see how deep I am in this corner, and still on the right part, and only here to the S's. Trying, just our goal is between that first apex and this second apex to rotate the car, to have near this apex straight direction, to pass S's with minimum steering, and then accelerate on the hill, next right corner, and the next right corner, and so on. You see here, I already rotated my cart, and it's already in the straight direction. I turn my head so we don't see, yeah, but just you don't see even moving the steering. Just always straight, little bit pressure on the right, little bit pressure on the left, and it's possible to this axis. And the middle of this line, apex, right, left, just go smoothly flat, right, brake, and then we go, you see this rumbles, blue, white, blue, white, blue, white, and we start entering like from number 4. As I said, it's not, we can be near this apex, a little bit far away from this apex. There are some options how to pass this corner. It will be later. And stay one. This corner we go with a Lo206 always full throttle, and if you go on the right side to the apex to the outside, you easily can go through it with up, and then now just watch one more time in slow speed that there are no even moves on the steering when you straight, straight, and now we start entering to the corner and try to in the steering with the arms, little bit with pressure to the left, and we hold with our wheel, with our front wheels, our cart on the racing line, with minimum pressure on the steering. In this case, we are as smooth as possible with losing minimum. Release outside, using the rumbles on exit, and then to the left part of the track. Straight near the line up on the hill. Let's go with normal speed. Straight and just without any moves on the steering, you're on the right part on the track. You don't need to move till this time from the bottom of the hill steering at all. And then here, you see, this is your line. And also look on the steering. think we learned a lot, and that's it for today. There are a lot of things to watch and to learn and to prepare for the next time on track. I hope this helped you to organize some key patterns and gave you clear direction for your own next practice day. Remember that improving in karting, this is not just driving on track. This is like hard work and discipline and consistency, and all the time reviewing mistakes, make notes, watch ideal racing clients, watch videos, watch replies, and you will grow up faster than anybody else. So if you found this useful, feel free to share it, drop a question, text me whenever you want, tell me what you want to see next if you have any questions. I'm always here to help, and keep learning, keep pushing, and see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.